By the ball there.
A lovely innings from Steve Waugh, out for 92. Caught Curtis bowled Fraser, and 18 more runs added to take the total at the close of play up to 441 for 9. Lawson is 13, Alderman 5. The Australians still going into the fourth day with their first innings. The bowling figures for England, it was tough going out there. Everyone had a lot of work to do. John Emburey bowled most of all, 1 for 118 from 45 overs and 9 maidens. And that coming after everyone was saying that the Australians might just have a weakness against spin. 2 wickets for Foster, 2 for Fraser, 2 for Cook, and 2 for Ian Botham for only 63 runs. That is the match situation at the close of play on the third evening of this Cornhill Test. England 260, Australia 441 for 9. Wicket to Angus Fraser after 6 runs had been added. That took the Australians to a lead of 187, and a very good performance from them to total 447. Lawson the man out, bowled by Fraser for 17, Alderman 6 not out, 19 extras, 447, and the bowling figures for England, well, there's nothing to write home about there, I'm afraid. It was all hard yakka out there. Foster 2 for 74, Fraser 3 for 95, Emburey 1 for 118, and Cook 2 for 85, both disappointing in my book on a pitch where the ball was turning. Botham 2 for 63, and when England went out to bat in their second innings, the Australians were 187 runs ahead. Well, I still reckon, as I have done right through this game, that there's something there for the bowlers in this match. We're going to join Geoff Lawson now as he bowls to Graham Gooch. It's the first ball of the England second innings. If you bend your back a bit, there's going to be plenty there for the bowling side.
Well, there's 4. It wasn't off the middle, but Graham Gooch won't mind.
Well, there are sometimes when you go out to bat and you can hang around for 20 minutes and you just can't see where a run's coming from. There you are, Gooch just playing defensively, the ball running off of the very thick edge, down on the floor, and there was no chance of a catch. Slightly open face. I don't really think he was going to play it through there, but it certainly went safe, and 4 runs. Nice to get off the mark like that.
Maybe 4 more. Gooch so often in county cricket goes off like a steam engine, and he's away again now, 2 4s.
Yes, there's no doubt about this one. Short, outside of stump, plenty of room, and Gooch giving that a real crack square on the offside.
Well, that must be close. Oh, Barry Mayer. In fact, Jack Hampshire it is, has the habit of just changing his coins at the crucial moment when a batsman's looking down.
And that was a very, very good shout. Possibly umpire John Hampshire thinking that that didn't quite come enough from leg to off. It's certainly pitched straight, and Curtis must have had his heart in his mouth just for that split second there.
Oh, and that's out. Well, there we go. Tim Curtis playing in front of his pad. This ball nipping back, getting the edge, may have gone onto the pad, but another smart catch there at short leg by Boone, and Curtis goes. He's caught for a duck, and England 10 for 1.
I certainly think that one probably went off the pad as well, because it went very gentle. Right on line and length, and I think, yes, just onto the kneel of the pad, it just held it up. Probably if he could just have bent that knee a little more, he might have just knocked it down with his knee, but the knee was slightly leaning backwards, which allowed the ball to go up to short leg.
We fourth that.
Nice, genuine leg glance. And that rarely slanted down on the leg side by Terry Alderman. And long leg is so square that any genuine leg glance will go for 4.
was about a three-quarter appeal only from Geoff Lawson. Everyone down behind the wicket reckoned there was a sound.
Certainly a good delivery, leaving Robinson off the pitch. Very good delivery indeed.
Oh yes, that's absolutely plumb. It was well bowled too by Lawson. It was a quicker ball. He's been bowling about three-quarter pace and he really let that one rip. Beat Robinson clearly on the backstroke.
Yeah, fine piece of bowling this. Lawson really hurrying that one through. And hitting Robinson just about the knee roll. And he's right in front.
Robin Smith coming in at number 4. And down he goes again. Smith has gone. He didn't even bother to look at the umpire. Heard the roar and saw the jubilation. He played a long way away from his pad there, trying to turn the ball down the leg side. Alderman has another one. Just a look again at the ball going off, more or less off the face of the bat. It was almost an authentic leg glance. I reckon Ian Healy got across quite a distance there. Looked as though he showed good anticipation. There he goes now. And he was taking the ball inside the line of his body, which was very, very good wicket keeping. David Gower in the centre.
And that's not a bad shout because David Gower had his pad. His pad was right in front and his bat behind it. He didn't really play a shot at that. So it was a very fair appeal. England in desperate trouble. 28 for 3.
It's caught him, beautifully caught. Pushing forward outside off stump, and the ball was really dying on the first slip and beautifully flipped up.
And a good delivery. Gooch getting that bat a long way forward and picked up by Terry Alderman. And beautifully picked up low down.
Well, when England fail, they do it better than anybody else. 2 wickets to Alderman, 2 to Geoff Lawson, and this is Ian Botham on a pair. Well, Botham got a little nick on that. It looked like a leg by. It'll be a great relief to him because that means he will not be getting a pair in this match. And that's very close again to the faint little nick, and you see the leg slip is standing there. They all know it.
Nothing anywhere near except the bat. Very, very dangerous shot indeed.
Four runs and Gower's off the mark. Oops, he was there. It was a no ball, actually. But it was the shot that Gower was certain to play.
Absolutely right. Tony. Irrespective of the call, David Gower was playing that shot. And David Boone got a touch on it, but it went for a single.
Ideally, they want to be looking for singles, picking up ones and twos if possible. Got really turned round on that, and if there was enough swing.
Yes, the interesting thing was that Healy hadn't moved at all. And that was a fairly straight delivery.
Part of the skill of Terry Alderman, he's been running the ball away virtually every ball, and then suddenly that just drifts in. And that's out. This time he's gone. A fine exhibition of swing bowling and movement off the seam. Good accuracy, lovely length. And suddenly Ian Botham is in all sorts of trouble, and he's out.
And a big shout, the previous delivery. And this one just pitching off stump and absolutely dead straight. Hitting Ian Botham just below the knee roll and right in front of middle stump.
So we're down to Jack Russell.
Well, Raymond, I've been saying all through the match there's a bit there for the bowlers. That's a nice stroke from David Gower. That is very good fielding and very keen running and chasing.
Well, it's not often you see David Gower hit the ball as straight as that. That was dead straight towards mid-off. Usually off the front foot, David Gower hits it much wider than that, through cover or square. That one very, very straight. Showing the keenness of the Australians in the field there.
Tim May's family has arrived.
I think that would just have summed England's cricket up if we'd have had a run out last over before lunch with nothing really to play for, and it was certainly tight. Oh, that would have been very, very tight with a direct hit.
I think Jack Russell was into his first forkful of salad and plate of ham, the non-striker's end. Jack Bannister tells me that Mr. Russell is a vegetarian, so delete the ham from what I just said. Not only that, but he's good off the back foot. 50 is on the board for England at considerable cost.
Out. Good catch. Fine catch. And David Gower. Well, the day spoiled by what's gone on before lunch, now completely ruined, and there he goes, England's captain, caught in the gully off the bowling of Lawson. He scored 15, and England now 59 for 6.
Yes, I think that just about sums up David Gower's series. Been caught quite a lot in the gully third slip area, particularly against the West Indian bowlers. That one hit pretty hard, and it was a useful catch. It was going very, very quick. Marsh, the catcher, he's had 2 or 3 attempts at catches in this series and dropped them, but on that occasion he hung on to a pretty sharp chance from David Gower. So David Gower caught Marsh, bowled Lawson for 15, and I really think that does sum up his series so far. And you see it's short of a length, wide, Gower hit it quite hard, but semi-outside edge, going quickly, and a fine catch by Marsh.
New batsman is John Emburey. Emburey off the mark. Relieved roar from the crowd. They've had precious little to cheer about today. There's plenty of gaps there with all the close fielders that yet again Board has been able to keep.
Emburey no backlift at all there, just slightly angling the bat face. The ball running off the middle of the bat on the floor, and 4 runs. And again, as Jack Marsh just said, Alan Border able to maintain close catches throughout the innings. He can give a few runs away, and it doesn't really matter.
Well, there's a rare flourish.
Another wicket through. Well, certainly point of elation that this quite good crowd can rise to. It's been nothing to cheer at all. It's been the same, I suppose, around every ground where the tests have been played. And now we've got to the stage where a snick through the slips for 4 brings a great cheer. That's a healthy light meter at the moment. That's a better shot. That was played superbly. John Emburey using his height and getting on top of the ball downwards through third man.
Yes, bit of width, and John Emburey right on top of that, staying with the shot. Doesn't pull away, stands up straight and clips it away through the gully.
Jack Russell's certainly preparing to put the bat to ball if he gets a chance. There's a wideish half volley, and he gave it the full treatment on the floor. It didn't go in the air, and no danger at all there.
Well, it's a useful delivery from Hughes, and again he's showing the fire and hostility that really have also made a big impact on the series from him. What a good support seamer to have. Oh, that's one of Russell's strengths. That's 4 runs. He does latch onto those well. He gets in line nicely, and really he's just gone from strength to strength in this series. That was nicely played. Then the attempted Yorker. It's good bowling. 4 runs and the 100 up. That's his 4th 4. Precious little for the crowd to cheer about.
That was a nice shot, because John Emburey stayed perfectly balanced. He didn't fall over to the offside like a few of the England players have been doing. Stood still, let the ball come onto him, and then just turn the wrists. There you are. Beautifully timed.
He's not a test cricketer yet, nor even a budding test cricketer. Looks as though they've produced a creche over there. Good idea too. That was meant to be the flipper, and it was a loose one.
And that brings up the 50 partnership of these two late order batsmen.
There's a few black clouds away around this ground now. The light has marginally improved. It's still not great, but it's still good enough for 4 runs to come from that blow from Jack Russell. 6 boundary for Russell.
Jack Russell's played very sensibly and just dispatches that full toss straight down the ground.
.47 to Jack Russell now, 23 to Emburey. That's got to be very close.
And a lot of turn here from Alan Border, but it's so much that it's very difficult to judge. That hit Russell about 6 inches outside the off stump. Square turn.
And that is tea on the 4th day of this Cornhill Test match at Old Trafford. Jack Russell has played very well for 47, John Emburey for 23. 64 runs, that partnership, and what value it was to England, who were in terrible straits earlier in the innings. 123 for 6, it finished, and that really is a desperate time for David Gower and his men. They're still quite a distance away from making Australia bat again. The bowling figures for Australia dominated by the 2 men, Terry Alderman and Geoff Lawson. Lawson 17 overs, 4 maidens, 3 for 46, and Alderman 13 overs, 1 maiden, 3 for 38. Holmes bowled 12 accurate overs for 11. Hughes came on, bowled 5 overs, and Border bowled 3 overs when he wanted to make certain the players stayed on, that the batsmen couldn't go off for bad light. The situation of the match, England still 64 runs behind Australia, 260 and 123 for 6 against Australia's 447. The rain came during the tea interval. It kept on going all the way through. The covers are protecting it, and if there's no further rain overnight, then one would expect play to begin on time. The 2 men really stand